right. Is this working? I can't even tell. It looks like we're live. Neat. We'll just wait a moment to get started. Let me just check on my phone. Yeah, looks good. Hello, can you hear me? Welcome to the stream. What are we going to draw? Well, right now I have all of these eyes I'm thinking I'm going to study. Should be fun. And then maybe if anyone has questions, I'll also draw stuff for that. Hello. Okay guys, if you can hear me, say chicken. It's quiet? Okay, let me see. That means you can hear me though. That's what I'm looking for. That's a good start. We do this. I don't want to make it too loud, but does that sound a little bit better? Stream settings. I'm not good at streaming. I haven't done this in so long. But we're here. I got it to work, mostly. Even if it is a little quiet. We'll see if I can fix that. Stream settings. I don't see any option to, like, adjust the sound in YouTube. Only with my streaming program, OBS, but it's fine. You guys will live, right? So I think we're good to get started. Before we start, anything I should say? So if you missed the merch sale, the 35% off, right now there should be another merch sale still going on. I think it's 15% off and free shipping, which free shipping is great because shipping can be crazy expensive. So if you're interested in that, you should be able to find that with the link in the description. Hopefully that's in the description. I have no idea if that worked. And also, I think the thumbnail was working, right? Yeah, it was working. Okay. So yeah, I'm hoping to be able to live stream, if you didn't see, every Friday for the rest of the year, throughout December. I honestly have no idea because sometimes my family makes plans and I forget when the plans are, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I planned a thing. And so I'm trying to remember if there was anything on Friday. There's one thing that might be on Friday, but I'll let you know if I have to reschedule. And, upcoming videos. Tomorrow, I'm uploading a video about, another video on sketching. And also coming up, I'm gonna try to do an MS Paint speed paint. And, I opened up Paint and tried to mess around with the brushes and options, and I did not love it. I'm thinking of not doing this video, but maybe I will anyways. So yeah, as you can see here, we have some eyeballs, and I just snatched these off of the internet, and I'm going to be doing some studies of these. So start by opening a new layer. Just start with a sketch layer. Will this be available after the stream? Yeah, I think I'm going to try to make it available so that you can go back and watch it still. I'll probably leave it up forever. I don't know. I never go back and rewatch my streams because I honestly don't want to know what they're like. I don't want to know how bad they are. But I'll leave it up for other people to watch. Does this seem like a good color to sketch with? I think so. Yeah, and the great thing about streams is normally with my videos, I cut out all of my word blunders and stumbling, but I can't do that when I'm streaming, and I am really bad at talking. Like, it's just not a skill of mine. You're animating while watching this? That's awesome. What are you animating? Okay, I think I'm going to try to, like, stylize these eyes a bit. Am I on the right layer? I am. I always have to double check. So I'm going to kind of exaggerate the shapes I see here a bit. Sort of goes like that. Animating a head bounce? That's awesome. Those types of animations are really fun. Whenever I don't know what to animate, I'm always animating like a head turn, a head bounce, something like that. You guys ever just sit down and you're like, I don't even know, like I want to practice animating, I want to animate something, but I have no idea what to animate. Sometimes it's just so hard to figure out what to do. Okay, we're gonna make this eye extra wide and big, just kind of stylized. My sketch lines are always so messy when I'm doing digital. Don't judge me. I'm trying to figure out what more like animation tutorials I want to do. I'm gonna do a growling animation tutorial. I still have to learn how to animate that. That's the funny thing, is when I'm like, wow, I should make a video on this topic. I have no idea how to do this yet, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out for you guys, and then, you know, make it easier for you to learn. Hello. There we go, I just moved the chat so it's easier for me to read. I draw better than you, aw. Okay, let's just start with this row because I don't feel like making a new layer yet. This eye has a nice simple shape. I like this one. I'm wondering if I should like get music for my streams at some point, because I don't know if it feels weird just sitting in silence. Whenever I'm not talking especially, it's like just quiet. Great art so far, thank you. The struggle is finding non-copyright music that also doesn't have ads, because we don't want to listen to ads. I'm sure there's something on YouTube I can find. Not today though. Today I'm just proud that I managed to start the stream. I'm not trying to be too fancy here. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good. Does anyone have any ideas for what else I could do for my streams? I'm thinking maybe like an art critique stream would be fun if people sent in their art beforehand. Or just doing like a full study of something. YouTube has a large amount of videos and streams for music. That sounds good. Yeah, I always find, like, I guess I just need to find something that's like really long and doesn't have ads, which, yeah, I'm sure someone has made that. Yeah, it'd be so great to get like another artist on a stream. That would be fun. I don't know very many other artists well. I mean, some in person from classes, but like, I don't know. try to bring cynics on a stream. The other thing that I wanted to do for this stream is cynics made a Discord assignment in his Discord where he gave us this really low-res image to treat as a thumbnail for a painting. And so if we have time, we're gonna try this. I'm thinking of making it like a treehouse or something. I have an idea. We're gonna, even if I don't have time to finish these eyes, I think we're gonna do that anyways at some point. I have no idea how long I'm going to stream for. At least an hour. Okay, this is the last eye I think I'm going to sketch, and then we'll move on to actually like finishing some of them. Oh, thanks. Okay, I think that's a good start. So my next step is always to make another layer, and I would just call this one line. Let's lower the opacity of this one. And I just use the same like pencil brush that I use for sketching. Maybe up the smoothing a bit and just make some nice basic lines. Like that. That dude's eye bags are chef's kiss. I love eye bags. They're fun, so fun to draw. What device are you using to draw? I have a, I think it's a Surface Pro 7. That's what I use most often. It's a screen tablet, so I draw right on the screen. Gonna go like that for now, for the eyelash. I wish I could find more eyes that didn't have makeup on them, but oh well. Yeah, it's hard to find the nice mix between, with doing eye bags, between like them looking good and them just making your character look 20 years older. And it doesn't work with every style, for sure. Sometimes they're just not needed. I need to space out these eyes. Why are they why are they like this? Okay, that's a good start. Let's remove the sketch layer and try to space these out. just gonna grab this. Did that work? I did not leave myself much of a gap. Okay, we got it. Okay, so now that we have these eyes, actually let's shrink this one a little bit so that I can do the surrounding skin area. My next step is to create a layer underneath right here. And I usually just call this one color. This is where I lay down all of the basic colors. In fact, let's just take the solid round brush first. Try to accurately pick this skin tone. As much as I want to use the eyedropper tool, it's probably better if I try this first. Oh, that's pretty close. Gonna do that for each of them. There, okay, so then I'm gonna start with this one, and I'm going to move to my, right down here, hard round pressure opacity brush. It's what I do for most of my painting process. And I'm just gonna lock this and start painting this. Turn off smoothing. I don't want that anymore. The girl in the first photo looked like she's seen some things. There was one picture I ended up not using where the eye was extra wide, and I was laughing at that one. The guy over here looks angry. I don't want to mess with him. He's like the only guy I got. Smooth this out. There's our eye bag. I think the interesting thing you can see with this eye here is that underneath it forms like an upside down triangle shape. There's the dark side, and then over here there's kind of like the light side. So we're gonna add that in. Hello, welcome to the stream. Oops, blending the layer there. We don't want that. Okay, and sample this. Add some of that up here. And the very dark eyelid. Is anyone on break yet for Thanksgiving, Christmas, any holiday breaks? I am on break till the end of the year, so that's why I can stream every week now and make more videos. About 2-4 weeks. Nice. My plan for my break was I had a whole idea was that I would try to have like a work-life balance between doing art and videos and other things. And I would only work on art and video stuff after 11 a.m. and before 11 p.m. But that hasn't been happening. I dropped that real fast. Oops. It was a good idea, but I just can't stop working on stuff. You don't have breaks, but try to have some time with family. That's good. Okay, moving on to the white of the eye. This is where a lot of people stumble. I usually just take the skin color and then go like this. And then that's usually roughly a good color for the eye. And I'm curious, we can sample the white of the eye to see what that looks like with our eyedropper. Hello, welcome to the stream. Originally, I wanted to stream to get more watch hours so that I can get monetized. I'm quarter of the way there, which means I still have a long way to go. And I was hoping that streaming would help, but I actually think, I'm not even sure, like, views on streams count towards that, at least until after the stream is live. I'm not sure. Okay, and then the eye goes very dark, like it's very shadowed there. So let's try to do that. In fact, I don't even think I'm being dark enough with this color. We'll have to double check. A little bit darker down here. Does anyone have any, if I go over any like art questions, anyone have any of those? Whether for during the stream or a future video. It's always good to hear what you guys actually, you know, want to see. Amazing, thank you. It's getting there. Okay, and then there's more of a gray shadow right there, so I'm gonna add that in. Like so. Okay, now let's sample my dark area of this eye, and then let's see how it compares to right here. Okay, yeah, they're darker than I am. My goodness. You'd think the white of the eye wouldn't get this far down in terms of value, but it does. Which is really hard to, like, wrap your brain around. Because you want to make the white of the eye white, not brown like this. It's very weird. Hello. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So our next step is, actually let's color the iris real quick. Just like a basic color. I don't even know what color to start with here because there's a lot of colors in there. Let's just go with kind of a gray. Oops, I don't want crop. I always do that. I always accidentally open crop. What is your favorite brush to use? Probably this one. It's just the basic hard round pressure opacity brush. My favorite messy brush is, I wish I could find the brush pack where I got all these brushes. If I ever find it, I will let you guys know. But this is my favorite messy brush. It's just like that. So I also use that one a lot. How are you? I am doing well. I really over-planned my break, so I have a lot of stuff I want to do. So kind of only slightly stressed. The good thing is that when I'm giving myself the work, I can decide to drop it, but that also feels like being a failure. Are you using a stylus pen? Yeah, I have, it's just like the basic Surface stylus. Do that darker. Okay, so then my next step is to make another new layer. This one goes above the line layer, rather than eventually deleting this layer with the lines, because I eventually don't want to have really too many lines visible. And so instead, I basically just cover it up. So I just call this like paint over, is what I usually call this layer. And then I just start painting over. Let's add this like ridge under the eye, this thing. I don't know what to call this. This is also a fun part of the eye, is just this part. I don't draw it enough. Eyes are fun. I would make an eye art tutorial, but like there's already so many out there because it's such a popular thing that I have no idea if anyone would actually bother to watch it. That's the hard part about art tutorials, is like, wow, I would love to make a tutorial about this, but like there's already hundreds of tutorials on this out there. I love your voice, thank you. I used to really hate my voice in recordings, but now I've heard it in recordings so much that I don't even care. I've become numb to it. Wing tutorial, I think I actually have one out. I go over, it's pretty old, I think. I don't know how in-depth it is, but I go over a little bit about how to draw like bird wings, dragon wings. Yeah, I think that's an older one. I don't know how good it is, but you could check that out. Maybe I can make an update. You're so talented, thank you. I've been doing just a lot of studies and stuff on my own. When I'm not working on videos, I'm usually just like doing painting studies of other people's work. Stuff that I don't show because it's just, you know, personal practice. But I've been trying a lot harder to like actually improve my own work. Do you plan on streaming regularly from now, or is this just the rest of the year? I think just the rest of the year, because after, once 2023 starts, I'm back to doing classes, and I'll be pretty busy, so I don't think, mostly all I can do while I'm doing classes is get out a video once a week. But maybe during the summer, although during the summer I'm gonna try to get like a job or internship, so we'll see. Maybe this will just be like a December thing. Every year December comes around and my streams just show up again. And then I have to relearn how to stream because I am definitely going to forget after this. Sometimes this is very cheap, but sometimes I just kind of, to get rid of my lines, I just blend them in. just like so. No one will ever know they were there. What shows are you guys watching right now? I'm watching Voltron. I'm on season 6. I finally kind of caved in and am now, like, I used to only get Netflix every once in a while because most of the stuff I want to watch is on Disney Plus. But now I've just kind of given up and kept Netflix. Starting to watch Wednesday. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that on my watch list. Okay, try to bring in some of these other colors in this eye. This is tricky. I see some brown in there. Browns, yellows. Watching bluey, nice. I love cartoons. Cartoons are the superior form of media. It's one of my options, career options, is working on animated shows, whether like storyboarding, character design, actual animation, color keys, like something like that. I think would be a lot of fun. But really, like, whoever will hire me, I'll take it. At least for my first job. I want to get something. Okay, how long have I been streaming? About half an hour, a little less. So, we'll try to speed this up. I'm only on the first eye. I mean, we can always come back to this one if we feel like it. Let's just add the shine of this eye because I really like the way this shine looks. The easy way to do that is just to grab my light color, lower the opacity, and then just do this. There, easy. Do you do commissions? Yes, you can, in the link below, that's my page, should be able to find my commissions there. Okay, moving on to this eye. We actually need to move down back to my color layer. Whenever you see a Cereal Box character watching a cartoon, you're always thinking about how hard it was for the person who worked on it. Yeah, animation, it's crazy to think about how much work goes into, like, a single cartoon episode. And, like, how many people work on it. And it's also sad to hear about, like, animated projects that never saw the light of day. Working on something and then, like, that hard and then never being able to see people see it is just kind of sad. Okay, for this eyelid, I think I'm going to use the lasso tool. Go like that. And then go like this. Haha. Yeah, kids' movies are so great. Any animated movie. Whether, like, for kids, not for kids. Okay, let's add the eyelashes a bit here. documentary on how Mickey Mouse became a thing. Yeah, I think my sister probably watched that. I feel like she's talked about something like that. And yeah, it's interesting how like much a character can develop over the years. Whereas I'm terrible. You're supposed to, you know, really think hard about designing characters and do multiple versions before you decide on one and all that. I usually go with the first thing I do. First, maybe second. Maybe I do some slight adjustments. Although I just joined, welcome. Thanks for coming. I need to get better at actually revising stuff. Same with essays. I write and then I don't revise anything. My rough draft is my final draft. One time I got a bad grade on my final paper. I think this was in like middle school or early high school. And because I didn't do enough revisions to it, and so my next paper, I purposefully like made a bunch of mistakes so that I had something to change. Oh man. Okay, this is a lot darker actually, and it's kind of blue. Like that, maybe? Yeah, that looks a little bit more right. Okay, let's double check that. Here's my color I picked, and here is the color. Why is it green? Yeah, this is Photoshop. My goodness, colors are weird. Okay, yeah, let's drop that on there, and it's darker too. Oh, I thought I was so like, I thought I was so good with the color there. Who even goes like, all right, I'm gonna draw an eye, and then picks this color as the color? It's like really desaturated green. Color theory. Oh, we love it. There we go. Okay, then the iris. It's kind of a dark, deep brown. And then there's the programs where the color you get isn't remotely like the color you wanted to copy. What I don't like is whenever, sometimes I will open a work of art I did. I'm like, yeah, this looks great. These are the colors I wanted. And then I open it in a different device and it looks so different. Like, what? Doesn't even make sense. I don't understand computers. Hello. You can't see colors? Are you colorblind? I wonder how many colorblind artists are out there and like what that makes their work like. Could always just do like grayscale if telling colors apart is confusing. I don't even know how to render, so I just screenshot and crop. I feel like I have done that in my early days. You're leaving? Bye, thanks for coming. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, I think, honestly, working in grayscale, like, honestly, some people get so distracted with colors that they end up being, like, their values aren't that good. But if grayscale is all you really can work in well, that's almost a bonus because you look at values all the time and actually think about them more. How I always check my values is I go to, basically, it's always different in different programs, but for Photoshop, I go to Adjustments, Hue/Saturation, and I just turn the saturation all the way down, so then I can look at if my values are good, and easily just toggle that on and off with this. Pretty neat. Okay, think I will move on to my paint over layer. Start working on the details here. I started doodling in classes again. For a while I didn't, but honestly, there was one class especially where I never really got anything from what the teacher was saying. It wasn't that they were like, you know, a bad teacher. I just zone out really easily. But then when I started doodling in that class, I realized that I was actually like retaining all the information. So that was fun. A video tutorial about shading. I have, I think the most important video I'd say that I've done for shading is the, what did I call it? I think it's How to Master Lighting and Shading. That's, I basically put all the stuff that I find most important about lighting and shading in that video, like what shading colors to use, bounce light, ambient occlusion, all the essentials. And I give you homework in that video. Don't you just love getting homework from me? I remember there was one class, I think this was in middle school. It was actually I think a health class, but it was in the computer lab for some reason. And so my friend and I would always be using MS Paint to draw during that class. That was fun. Where did you get the idea of your character of your channel? As I was saying earlier about my character design skills and how I only do one try and then decide on the thing, I basically just, in the car, I think we were driving home from a vacation with my family. I was like, hey, what if I made an art tutorial channel and I need like an avatar face for this channel? So, and then I just whipped out my iPad, drew a thing, and I went with it. I wanted to do something that was more like, you know, unusual, like not a basic human character, because humans like are harder to distinguish. So I made it, you know, a little weird. When it comes to just basic human character design, there's really only so much you can do with the face to make it a like completely unique character. Don't get me wrong, like the face is extremely important, but usually what's most recognizable is like clothing, accessories, poses. Like, you have to combine everything. Faces aren't really enough. Homework scares you. Me too. Your character is awesome. I love it. Thank you. I'm planning on redoing my intro animation. So I made a new character sheet for that, which I'll probably post on Instagram soon. I don't remember when I had that planned. Can't draw people. I used to never draw people, mostly in elementary school, but now I draw people all the time. I would only draw cats and horses. I wanted to draw nothing else. I like the shine of this eye here. It's very, very colorful. Look at all those colors. Check out that green. Let's add some of that green. People are extremely hard to draw, just because, like, I think part of it is that we're so familiar with what a person should look like because we are a person, we spend time with people all the time. And so even this bit, like, of a thing that's wrong becomes so evident. Like, if the proportions are slightly off or something about the face is off, you notice it. And so they're a lot harder to learn than anything else. Except architecture. Architecture is next level hard. I don't know how architecture works. Can you do a super simple video on how to use Photoshop? Yeah, I've thought about doing, like, program tutorials. I don't know how well they would do because any of my current audience, only so many people have that program. But I think that'd be really fun. And if you have any questions, like, now about Photoshop or anything, you can always answer those. You just joined. Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for coming. You use Krita? I used to use Krita a bit. I thought it was fine. It was kind of glitchy. It was probably just the version I was using. It's probably better now. That was my only real issue with it. And it's nice because it's free. It's a sweet deal. Hey, we want to test something out real fast? I have this, like, cover up for my stream, just in case I need to, like, restart a program or look something up so that I don't actually, like, dox myself. Let's try this. So if I go like that, unhide this. Can you see that? Let's see. See if this works. Just in case I ever need to use it. Hey, it worked! Haha, let's go! Yeah, so this will be, my doxing prevention screen here. Okay, anyways. Yeah, do you like that? Yay. Yeah, hopefully we won't need to use that too much. There are definitely certain buttons on my computer, like, I'm like, oh no, if I press this, I'm going to, like, accidentally reveal some personal information, so I better not do that. But it's also so tempting, like, you know, it's just, like, calling me. Okay, let's move on to the next eye. We're already, like, 40-50 minutes into this stream. Yikes. And I'm already starting to lose my voice a little bit because I don't talk that much. It's always my problem with streaming. I don't know how people stream for hours. I wouldn't be able to speak at that point. Okay, our eye bag here. Okay, at the 1 hour mark, we're going to move over to my other drawing. But right now, I am having fun with these eyes. How often do you draw? A lot. A lot more than I used to. I had a class where I had to do a 100-page sketchbook in the 10 weeks, which is more than one a day. And so I did that on top of using like another sketchbook where I did other types of drawings. And then also doing digital work for this channel, stuff to post on Instagram. So it's a lot. I don't recommend being as crazy as I am. You need to take breaks, do other things. I just don't know when to stop. Yeah, I had a lot of studies I wanted to do during this break I have, but I've been so busy with videos and working on stuff for that I haven't really had a whole lot of time to do that, sadly. But I've been practicing. I've already done a lot of like figure practice, so I've been practicing more basic character design, mech design, which something I'm not very good at, and architecture. So I'm really trying to jump out of my comfort zone with things. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like I don't even know what else to do with my time other than draw. And whenever I'm doing something like watching a show or working on a video, I mean, like, yeah, basically anything where I could be using my hands, I'm like, oh, I could be drawing right now. So maybe don't be exactly like me. Do other things, have other hobbies. I have no other hobbies. I do like jigsaw puzzles, but that's not like, that's small. I need more hobbies. Anyone have any hobby recommendations? I think like half an hour of practice a day. Like you just find something you want to practice, like eyes here. You just spend like half an hour and then move on with your day. Even just doing a little bit like that it comes a long way. Chess? I've always wanted to learn how to play chess. I like strategy stuff, so I think that would be fun. I don't know where to learn how to play chess though. Is there like an online chess thing I can do? And I would lose horribly because everyone would be better than me, but it would be fun. Learn a musical instrument. I am so far beyond, like, music I know nothing about. I took a music class in elementary school. It was either that or band, so I took music. And all I know, I don't really remember, I don't know how to read music. I remember we called the musical notes, like, there was like the ta and the tt, and, you know, that sort of thing. That's my knowledge of music. And even that, it's very fuzzy. I bet I can play the kazoo. I might be able to still kind of play a recorder, although if you gave me like the basic sheet music, I wouldn't know what to do with that. I'd just be improving. But I think music is really cool, so however, the only thing is like it would take me so long to learn. So I think I need a smaller hobby. There's just so much to it. It's scary. Okay, here we go. The white of the eye. Let's do this. We're gonna guess like there. Maybe cool it down a bit. Yeah, I can play hot cross buns on the piano. I don't know which key to start on, but I can. How do people like when you so anyone who knows how to play piano, how do you know what like which key to use? Like where there's so many of them. How do you know which one's which? How do you do it? Oh, I don't know. Is this too blue? Let's test the color. Right there. Oh, this one's kind of green too. What the? I was close though. Like you can't really tell the difference. You just press which one until you get it right. Yeah, that's the strat. Let's get a little bit lighter. Even this eye, which is relatively bright, only gets about this bright. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, I have like a few minutes before I start to move over, so we're gonna have to finish this eye really fast. Eyelashes. That's a thing. It's a thing people have. We're gonna speed run this one. Kind of greenish blue eyes like that. There's a pattern shown in the back keys and because the alphabet about G, blah blah blah, and all the notes same but a different pitch. Wow, that's interesting. I sort of get that, I guess. How do you remember I know there's like, I know every good boy deserves fudge. That's one way to remember the order of the letters, right? It's like E, every G, B, yeah. Just got here, what are we doing? We are drawing eyeballs. And I'm about to move over to something else. So I'm just quickly finishing this one up as much as I can. What is your favorite part of the face to draw? Definitely eyes. I think that's a pretty popular opinion. I don't think I'm very original for saying that. But, I mean, eyes are just so much fun. Because there's, like, a lot to them, and they're pretty. And shiny. And expressive. Okay, let's move over to our paint over layer. Let's go like that. Is this working? Yeah, I like that. Basically just very simplified version of the eye here. Yeah, lips are fun too. I also, my new thing is I really like to draw ears. I love big ears. Big cartoony ears. They're the greatest. Maybe I'll do an ear tutorial. No one thinks about the ears. No one understands how great they are. Yeah, noses are honestly really frustrating, mostly because, for me at least, I can never get like the angle right. I'll have the face going one way, and then the nose is just a little off. Yes, tails are great too. I'd love to get better at creature design. I'm working on, or at least starting to plan, an animation project that is sort of forcing me to learn different things like creature design, industrial design, animation stuff. So eventually I'll be doing more designs for that and sharing that, maybe some storyboards. I don't think this actual finished project will be out for years, but planning ahead. I always plan ambitious animation projects though, and then never get to them. But this one, I swear, I'm gonna do this one. And if I don't, let's say I think I should have it done in 3 years. In 3 years, and if this thing's not out, you can come to me and be like, hey, you said. I think it'll be like an animated short, so like a few minutes long. It's gonna take a while, but it'll be fun. And it might be good for getting into like animation for a job, hopefully, if I do something like that. Yeah, I'm very much a planner. I think ahead. I plan years into the future. And then with like videos, I plan those like I'll usually have a list of videos like I'd say at least 10 weeks of videos planned. Or at least the idea. Like I know I want to make a video like this 10 weeks from now. I'm weird like that. Okay, this eye isn't the best. Maybe partially because I'm rushing it. I think we're gonna move on pretty quick. Let me just add some of the eye details. What did I just select? I don't want this tool. No. I have no clue if I'd be better off doing a job where I can work from home or whether it's someplace I have to go in for. Because, like, I like working with people to an extent, but I don't know. I'm also one of the jobs, if I don't find like an internship or anything else, I'm thinking of being an art camp counselor. It's like loosely related, although I have no idea how good I am with like in-person children. I don't talk to like children in person very much. Or any of you children, can you give me some pro tips? Just got back from classes. Welcome. What animation studios would you apply for? That's tricky because I have no idea how many of them are like you have to be working in person for. Because I know a lot of them are located in like LA, and I am not in LA. So I would like to stay local, so I have no idea what's in my area. But I'm sure there's something, even if like a small studio. Teen, close enough. Alright, I think that's good enough for that eye. So now we are going to move on to our other thing. Where's my mouse? There it is. Children are ruthless. Oh man. Okay, so here is this thumbnail image that I'm going to be using to make a painting from. Be patient with them, teach them respect by being respectful to them. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm not good at like, I don't know, sometimes I think I'm too much of a pushover. I'm not good at being commanding at all. Okay, so let's just, oh, I don't like this brush for sketching. We want this one. Let's just start with a nice box. Okay, basic shape. We've got this blob here, blob over here, and these lines sort of come out like this. I'm wondering like what this image even is. Is this like a greenhouse? Are these trees? Plants? Who knows? Well, I'm making a cool tree house. So we're gonna have trees here. Gonna go kind of like that. My favorite artist. Thanks so much. That's so sweet. I wonder who my favorite artist is. I like Cynics. He's been very like helpful to me with my progress in learning. Be able to stand up for yourself. Yeah, I'll have to work on that. I'll need to be more assertive. Okay, so there's my basic tree shape. I'm thinking these lines will be like gondolas. So maybe there'll be like a little gondola right here. Little perspective. Another one right there. So they'll be all going to and from the tree house. And start adding some shapes in here. Children are low-key scary. So this is like the gondola docking boarding area. Have some bridges. I wonder what kind of like, I want this to be more like futuristic architecture than wooden treehouse type. But I don't know. I'm kind of just doing boxes. like I said, architecture is something I ought to work on. We'll start with boxes for now. And then sort of work on it. Maybe there's this little section that comes off of this building. Attaches here. I don't even know if you can see what's going on here with my drawing because it's so messy. What do I do if a child just starts fighting me? Do I fight back? How do I defend myself without, like, you know, fighting a child? I need a shield so that I can defend myself from the attacks. I will carry it around with me all of the time. Random question, what's your favorite content creator? Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. Let me think on that one. It depends because there's so many different types of videos I watch. In terms of like just basic videos, like general vlog stuff, I do watch Liam Thompson's videos a lot. But I'm really all over the place. I watch all sorts of videos. Yeah, children, they aren't that strong. I think I can... They might be able to topple me over, so I just need to make sure that I can stand and like keep my balance. So long as they don't knock me over, my face is at least out of their way, you know? If they can get to my face, that may be a bit more of an issue. It's great to see you're still making content. I'm glad I'm still making content too. I'm glad I still have time to do this. So long as I have time to be making content for YouTube one way or another, I will be doing it. Okay, and what do we want to put like over here? Maybe a little close-up of a building. Like there's another building over here. Like that. Maybe it has a porch and there's a person on it. It's like a balcony type thing. Not really a porch if it's up in the air. But that's a good question though. If a treehouse has a little outside area, like a platform, is it a balcony or is it a porch? Or is it like... Yeah, which one is it? I feel like balcony might be more right. Yeah, here's our little dude. Right there. There's a railing so that he doesn't fall off and die. And anything else we need here? Maybe a little tree right here. And this little tree will have a little house. But then I have no, like, how do you get to this house? The gondola doesn't go to it. But then again, the gondola doesn't go to that one here. But we can also just say that there's a gondola that we can't see. This one we can't do that. So let's add a little elevator so that they can get to their house. Okay, so now that we have our rough sketch, we can move on to a more refined sketch. In fact, let's label my layer, sketch 1. I am guilty of not always naming my layers, and then I get confused about which one is which, and then I end up drawing on the wrong one, and then I am sad. When did I make my AJ channel? 2017, I think? I've been on YouTube for quite a long time. What was I doing? Oh yeah, sketch 2. As a former child. I was a former child too, no way. One day, one time. This goes there. Okay, now I need to actually, think about perspective a bit more. So it'll be kind of going like, maybe I should actually draw some perspective lines instead of just winging it. So let's set another layer. Call this grid. Use a different color. And so it looks like I kind of have coming out from this area. I don't know how to do perspective grids well, but this should at least help us out. So let's actually angle this building like this. I think that looks a little bit better, more interesting. What's my favorite movie soundtrack? I think it would have to be the Shang-Chi soundtrack. It's a great listen for when I'm drawing. Okay, there's like the lower canopy. Maybe we'll have some more distant tree tops over here. It's our little house over here. I really want to make this more interesting than just a box, but what else do I add to this? Maybe it has a little overhang or something. Yeah, I mean, that's good enough. It's tiny, so no one's gonna really be thinking that much about it. It's our wacky shaped tree. No, I like that tree. Okay, in our balcony, let's angle bottom of the house. Balcony will be more like here. Oh, I don't like how it's tangenting with the tree. Let's move that. It's a bit better. The railing. Go like there, I think. How tall is this person? Railings usually go up to like the waist, I guess. So they'll be like this big. Oh, that's bad placement. Oh, I know what I'm doing, I swear. Sort of. There he is. Now he has a ghost behind him. And he has no idea. It's a haunted treehouse. What else should go on this house? Some windows? How about a door? Doors are good. You know, you kind of need one. But what should this door look like? Maybe kind of a basic sliding door. Is he tall? I mean, yeah, compared to the door, I guess doors are pretty tall, so let's make this door a little bit taller. He's just a tall guy. Maybe there's like an alien race that lives in this treehouse land, and they're extra tall. He looks like he's in a fighting stance. Wait, you're so right. Oh man, he's got like his arms sticking out. No, we have to. We're not gonna keep this, but it's gonna be going like that. He's ready to fight. He's ready to fight the ghost, but he doesn't know where it is. He thinks it's over here. It's actually behind him. Okay, anyways, where were we? Okay, the actual tree subject here. Oh boy, perspective is tricky. Okay, there's where the gondola goes. What should the gondolas be shaped like? Not boxes. We need to stop with the boxes. Maybe they're rounded boxes. Now I'm tempted to just keep this like this in the final drawing. Okay, gondola run. Got windows so that people can see outside all the pretty sights. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, that's not a straight line. That's better. Amazon should package things in rounded boxes. That would be great. How do you make a rounded box, I wonder? Sure, you could do it. That'd be a lot more cool than just boxy boxes. Things will start rolling away. But here's the idea. Is that if you can roll the box, then maybe the people who deliver the package will have an easier time moving them. Like there's a really heavy package, they have to move it up your driveway. They can roll it. Might be a little bit easier. And then, you know, they usually leave a picture saying like your package is here's the evidence that we put it there. But then when it rolls away, you're gonna be like, oh no, my package was stolen. So sad. I love the mental image of someone like running after their package because the package is like booking it away from their house. Okay, how long have you been streaming? It's been like a little over an hour, 20 minutes. So we'll go another 10 minutes or so, I'd say. We'll finish this sketch. Yes, we do. I look forward to the how many more weeks do we have in December? Hold on, let me check. Let's see. Today is the 1st. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more Fridays in December. So hopefully I will be free on each one of them. We will have 4 more streams to have more chaos. And this is not accurate perspective. What am I doing? That's better. My goal is to... Oh, sorry if you can hear the garage. We'll wait for it to stop a second. My goal is to make the best art in Synix's assignments section of the Discord so that he will be proud of me. I want nothing more. It's all I want in life is for Synix to be proud of me. Oh, your birthday's this month. Happy early birthday! Yay! I think these buildings will be sitting on top of an area of the tree like this. And finally, the top of the tree, right about here. And there goes the garage again. Can you guys hear that? It's not too loud, but sometimes when I'm recording, you can hear it in the recording. Okay, I think that is a good start. Border will be like roughly there. So that should be it for this stream. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm excited to do more streams throughout the rest of this month. We'll see if I can figure out how to actually end the stream. I see there's an end stream button. That's a good sign. I have 2 end stream buttons though. There's stop streaming right here in Steam, or I mean OBS. And then there's the one in YouTube. So do I just press both of them at the same time? What do I do? We're just gonna do both at the same time. It'll be great. Okay. So yeah, thanks for watching.